Hey people, Intro here, 53, Katrine and Purification Plant, Blue Team, UB Unitol is an Inquisitor, offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee but can get specialized ranged weapons. Alongside, Veldi's Plague Champion starts off with the damage of a time bolt gun, can get melee weapons, debilitates enemies and supports allies, can also repair. This is the Cogs of Vashtor. Rounding off the team, eM7's brother captain, a durable hero, walking through objects, cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and support fighting in melee. Red team, two force commanders. This is Alpha Centauri and SlowStrokeKing here with some Lamenters. These guys are versatile frontline heroes with strong offense and support. Alongside them, Zeno's Kommando knob, an infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins with a twin link shooter, can also headbutt you pretty good. As you can see here, there's a stun bomb, stuns himself and the CSM. Some sluggers coming in, they're going for the Plague Champion. Now they switch targets to the CSM. It's a pretty long stun, eh? Now the Kommando is going to tie up the Plague Champion. Plague Champion is very poor in melee in his default loadout, so you can kind of tie him up and shut him down. Does have a decent amount of hit points though for a ranged hero. Double sluggers coming in now. First fellas run away. CSM are no slouch in melee, but it's too much for them to deal with. Plague Champion also getting very low. And look at the Force Commandos coming to help out. Meanwhile, on the east side, Force Commander versus Inquisitor. Force Commander a bit low. Flees. Is Hammer of the Witches available? I guess not. Now she ties up the Tactical Marines. Guardsmen having to run. Is this some of the Cadian elite scheme stuff? Perhaps. Holy Brazier's in. Gives her a power weapon and the pretty good Holy Fire ability, which is kind of area denial. Tax run off. Now goes to the power. Those guardsmen can decap that wreck point as well. Can she bash the node in time? Is that scouts? No, that's more Tactical Marines having a go. Double tax also for Alpha Centauri. Double CSM for Veldi. And was that an Aspiring Champion going in? It was. Aspiring Champion on the Heretics now. Scouts grabbing Western VP. Contested, of course. Commando's backing off it. Red team have both of these kind of semi-contested wreck points on the western edge. 496, 497 very early on. 2-to-1 cap for the red team. And they have a pretty solid base, both of the Force Commanders with a double tax. I mean, he can shut down double tax with the heavy weapon squad pretty good. In terms of Unitol anyway. And that would be a good shout on this eastern edge. It's quite narrow here. eM7's going to do so with interceptors. Another good way to shut down double tax is to jump on them with melee. Force Commander here. Artificer Armor's in play. Makes him a bit more tanky. And there's the Chainsaw and the Storm Shield. Now this thing was nerfed, right? Yeah, no longer this used to give him 100 hit points on top of it. No longer does that. He still gets the 20% damage resistance passively. And of course the awesome defend ability. And a slightly more powerful chainsword, which is not bad. Losing the sidearm though does hurt his offensive capability, able to pick off units and models. Gonna die here, I think the Force Commander's going down. And then this is a tricky spot to revive him as well if he goes down. 27 hit points, always gonna get away. That shield helping him out. Inquisitor couldn't really get it done with melee. On the west side. Turning red, kind of, maybe. Shotgun scouts need to be very careful. Force Commander comes in with a power sword special attack there. Iron Halo's in play. There's the battle cry. Force Commander's starting ability. Performing special attacks with every strike. And buffing surrounding allies when he does so. You see that yellow circle going around him there. And with the power sword, that's a 15% buff rather than 10%. So you can get up to a 45% buff if you're in a good spot for those special attacks to fire off quickly. Not bad at all. Plague Sword on the way for the Plague Champion. And to get ready, he's in melee already. Oh, he's off. He's off. Those guys were buffed. Was that for the Emperor on those fellas? Plague Champion now has his Plague Sword. Power weapon that ignores melee resistance and creates zombies when you slay stuff, which is fun. Does he have a different model with the Cogs of Vashtor? Oh, he's lost his Heretics, Veldi. Completely missed that. There's We Are the Hammer. supporting those interceptors. You can support interceptors superbly well The brother captain with ward and bulwark and all sorts of stuff. No sign. Oh, he's gone Catechins over here, Unitol. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely one of the Cadian elite schemes. There's the Holy Pyre, doing some damage over time. And a debuff, I believe, isn't it? 20%? Yeah. Bloody good, I think. It's affecting all of those tack models there. Catechins coming in, these guys have shotguns. They can disrupt from long and short range and have power melee knives in their pockets or their holsters or whatever they keep them. Just quite scary for Marines. No replacement of the Heretics by Veldi. Yeah, look, he gets a fancy axe. That's fun. Doesn't look particularly sharp, does it? I guess it's like a blunt axe. Just chunk into the helmets with some blunt force trauma. Shotgun blast now for the Plague Champion. He's got fetid armor and mucus discharge. A lot is invested in this guy early on. Needs to pay it back with some action. Double Eternal War CSM. We do get replacement Heretics in the end. Inquisitor getting very low. We're trying to push the power southeast. She does get away. And I think the Force Commander's made it away every time, I think. For SlowStrokeKing. Soaking up so much damage as he approaches. But there's the Catechins with their all-reliable grenade launcher. Not even bothering with cover. Are they going to close the distance? There's a stomp. They're on the power. Node is being rebuilt, so that was already bashed before. Over on the west side. Strat squad in melee, catching some poor shooter boys, and the CSM finish them off in melee. Zeno goes tier 2 now anyway. He's got some looters up as well for some Daka. Back to the east side. Node is down again, being decapped by the Sentinel. Sentinel can decap points, but can't cap them. 397 to 470 on the VPs. Double CSM. I'll pop in the Kraken bolts to try and take down the Sentinel. Sentinel does have heavy armor, so they can take it down. That was really close. That was really close, especially if they had was Battlecry active as well. That heavy infantry armor just got chunked down there. What is this? Got the captain leveling to 2. Force Commander having a go at some strike squad and stuff. Halfway through level 2, Interceptors flee. Everyone's ignoring the Force Commander now. Veldi's just leaving, going mid. Got some grenade launcher Heretics this time. And is also getting an Aspiring Champion. Otherwise, they're incredibly vulnerable. Do they get fancy cogs of Vashtor guns or something? They may be slightly different as auto guns. Force Commander tried to get the decap, didn't work out, and we have the Nemesis Demon Hammer in play for some demolishing strike, which stuns nearby enemies. It used to knock them back, but now it just stuns them. But it used to knock them back and stun them. Tactical Marines down to a single model. Oh, we have an Inferno pistol in play. Very dangerous weapon. Huge amounts of melted DPS to good versus all targets from a relatively short range. And you have the Judgment ability, which is nuts. Potentially nuts. You don't get to see it go off that often, but it can often just scare stuff away. This is the Stormtroopers with their Acolyte Warrior Leader. Means they can use Fanaticism and get a few seconds. I think it's 1.5 seconds of invulnerability. Can avoid a nasty grenade or something. Interceptors say hello to the looters. And it's a Razorback up for Alpha Centauri, already getting reinforced armor plating, which is plus 200, I think, health. So eM7 needs to respond with some anti-vehicle here. Maybe a Vindicare Assassin. It's got some options. 382 to 431 on the VPs. Just ignoring the Razorback and the Force Commander trying to bash power here. Didn't really work out. And there's those double attacks. No sign of plasma guns or anything yet. Double sluggers now with their knob leaders and their burners. They're very dangerous, especially on retreat. Looks like they're not going to bother with these guys. Where are they going though? Just going straight mid. Maybe they're looking for a big flank on Unitol over there. Where's the Kommando? Just hanging out with his looters. He's got no war gear. Still level 1. Oh, they're bashing the contested node. Catechins. They made it. These Assault Marines, are they going to make it? That is a Bane Wolf called in by Unitol, unique to the Inquisitor, and down it goes. The double missile launcher shots. How about the Sentinel? Is it okay? Being chased. Oh, these guys can't melt a bomb. They got no energy. Ogren's on the way for Unitol. It's a good shout. Down goes the Sentinel. Bolt pistols get it done. These guys were trying to help. 376 to 408. 2 says Unitol. I guess was referring to the war truck there. Didn't need its help in the end.
Imperial guard structure reporting.
Plague Marines on the field for Veldi. And there's Purgation for eM7 with a conversion beamer. Big threat to that Razorback now. Some smoke. Popped by the Razorback. Trying to help out those looters. Meanwhile, Interceptor's being buffed by battle rights on the brother captain. Well, being healed by it slightly. He was busy capping. I think he's run off. He's run off. They were afraid of what's in the war truck. It would have been double sluggers piling out of there. It would have been quite nasty. War truck taking a bunch of damage now, though. Oh, the Plague Marines weren't moving. If they were moving, they may have been able to get the last rear armor shot there that they needed. They're trying to do it now? No. We have double plasma attacks for Alpha Centauri now. Plague Champion getting stuck into some sluggers. CSM. Oh, CSM did not get away. Oh, that was the Heretic. That was the Heretic aspiring champion there. Here are some CSM trying to escape. I think they're okay. Other fellas with their aspiring champion drawing chainswords. Zombie slugger there. I don't think you get, if you slay the Knob Leader, you don't get a Knob Leader zombie or anything, I don't think, which would be very fun. Plague Champion operates quite well under suppression, doesn't get slowed down as much, and he fires at the same rate. He still doesn't like the damage that he takes though. Almost taken down by the Force Commander, almost slain. On the east side, what's going on? Inquisitor, level 2. Double missile attacks here. Oh, was there never any Ogrins? Did they get cancelled and just went tier 2 maybe? Tier 3 rather. Perhaps. Don't see any Ogrin bodies around, that's for sure. Still pointing the gun at it, just go cap it. West side turning blue. Any other war gear for the brother captain? No, no accessory yet. There's the force barrier. Such a massive improvement in elite mod. In retail, you need to stand still while you channel that barrier, because it wasn't used that much. An awesome change they made. Long time ago now. Interceptors. Nope, didn't want to fight for too long. Double sluggers piling out. Here comes the army of Veldi. Double CSM and Plague Marines and the Plague Champion himself. Oh, he's not in there. He's on his way. Double sluggers popping their Swampum. Help them close the distance. They get some damage resistance and a speed bonus, I believe. There's Touch of Nurgle on the CSM. Used it way too early. I mean, drew his melee weapons and then wanted to go fight the sluggers, I guess, but used the Touch of Nurgle way too soon. Ended up being wasted, and it's very expensive these days at 175, I believe. There's some fanaticism. 8, one of those melee attacks from the Librarian there. 320 to 408 on the VPs. The east side is looking very red right now. Looks like SlowStrokeKing is on the power over there. Librarian dies. There's Slaughter popped. Oh, they're to retreat after. Attacks with their sergeants. Trading very well. I mean, when you've got Razorback support, I guess you don't even need to trade that well. But I think they were trading quite well. On the east side, power was completely bashed. There's Judgment up on one of those attacks. The other guy's just leaving. Scout's also leaving. Full power over here. Unitol in tier 3, but nothing up yet. There's a Chaos Predator for Veldi. And there's tier 3 for Alpha Centauri, the last player to go. Map looking quite red through the mid. West is also red. There's a triple cap in play. There's a revive. Commander Knob with no war gear gets a revive there, level 2. Gonna steal this contested power. I guess they weren't confident trying to go for this natural power here. And there's the Sacred Standard. With a constant buff around the Force Commander, 20% these days. Commando doing some capping. I think this is still double sluggers inside the war truck. Oh, and maybe a Nob Squad. There's a Nob Squad somewhere, and I can't select them, which means they're inside the war truck. That is a nasty force. Yeah, you can see their weapons sticking out. Back to the east side. Assault Terminator's in play. Instantly starts to judge them. We need to wait 10-15 seconds or so to be able to actually use the judgment ability on them. Do that 300 damage. There it is. She got to use it. Awesome. Terminator's kind of shrugged it off, but if there was some plasma guns or something doing some damage alongside it, would have been good. What are these guys trying to do here? Nothing specific to kill. If they're trying to kill guardsmen, it seems a bit wasteful. Assault Squad almost wiped doing this. 169 to 408. Are they waiting for a nuke or something? Doesn't have the red for it. They're very odd. 2-to-1 cat. Steal for the red team. Force Commander runs. Assault Terminators teleport out. It's worth giving chase, especially if we can get some plasma guns rolling. Looks like it's going to be a Stormlord here. And a Chaos Spread on retreat path. How can they take out these Terminators? They've used their teleport. We got Mark of Zenith's GSM here. ×2. Oh, down goes the tank. Kommando gets it done. There's Hammer of the Witches. Yeah, these guys are gone. Gets a zombie Terminator look. How awesome. Well, very, very strange move by SlowStrokeKing to push into base. I'm not sure what was going on there. Didn't have a nuke available. There was no like high value target to go after. And didn't get a librarian up to teleport them out. Stormlord is up now. Is the momentum going to shift on that east side? Kommando did a good job though, didn't he? And he's grappling hooking away with his sneaky infiltration kits. Is it that sneaky to use a grappling hook, a giant grappling hook? Oh, down he goes. 118 to 408. Big VP lead for the red team here. Can the blue team start clawing their way back into this? What is this? It's a level 2 war truck. Doesn't have the reinforcement stuff yet though. There's that Stormlord. And that's what it does. A Vulcan Mega Bolter. Huge amounts of anti-infantry damage. It's got other guns as well. And you can jump inside of it and reinforce off it, which is handy. 100 to 408. Don't get any health regen though. And a power bash. Back to the west side. Orks on the rampage. Against Paladins. Nob Squad versus Paladins. I think it's a decent fight for the Nob Squad. Especially with war truck support. Paladins having to teleport out. Those guys are unique to the Brother Captain. You can see the amount of hit points they lost there. I think they were also getting shot by a plasma though, to be fair. I wonder if they can take on a level 1 Nob Squad fully kitted out. There's a sheer amount of hit points. That was for the Emperor on some Vanguard veterans here. CSM did the smart thing and just left the situation. Good special by the Plague Champion, eh? Can he get a zombie? There we go. I believe the zombies do 50% less damage. But he's got the Thunderhammer fella, look. Oh, this guy's going to wipe. Vanguard veterans are wiped. This guy was idle. What was going on there? 99 to 387. Oh, he was microing over here, I think. He's pushed all the way up with Razorback support. Just couldn't split his attention enough. That's a big loss. Paladin's losing a model too. A 1-to-1 cat. Oh, 2-to-1, sorry. Nob Squad doing a great job being aggressive through the west side there. What is this? Well, now it's the other side in the base. Predator tank getting Inferno pistoled. Trying to get close enough to judge. Not sure if she's going to be able to. She cannot do it. We do have double missile attacks here. Surely you can get some shots, fellas. You got base support as well. Apparently they didn't even need to move forward. What is this Stormlord doing? Oh, taking out the scouts. The scouts are down. There's a Orks now. I don't think the Stormlord's going to get away, you guys. And the Kommando came in to help at the end. Big misplay from Unitol now. Both players on this side just pushing into base unnecessarily and losing big units. There's a rocket run. It's not going to kill anything though, because they've got the base 50% damage reduction. Didn't even kill a model. Big waste of that nuke. Now these Ogrins taking unnecessary damage. They're trying to kill the Predator. Okay. A strange game so far. We got some Chaos Terminators though. That's fun. For Veldi, Plague Champion is down somewhere. Where is he? There he is. On the western edge. Force Commander having a go. Taking a whole bunch of damage. Iron Halo goes down. 99 to 284 on the VPs. Red team having to get their natural power back on the southeast corner there. More heretics for Veldi. And oh, a battle wagon up for Zeno. Still got that war truck as well. Where is it? Level 3 with no upgrade and it's still going. Razorback also still going, has to be said. Done a lot of good work over there. There's the battle wagon. Big zap gun shot. Oh, now it's a big chunk off those Terminators. Wow. I guess it hit all 3 models. Plague Marine starting to get some shots, but there's 2 units inside. You can tell those 2 light bars there, and it's a Nob Squad and Sluggers. I'm not sure where the other Sluggers are. Can they get close enough to the Terminators? That battle wagon is doing huge damage. Never really saw it as a super unit that did big damage with its guns, but I guess it does. Especially that main weapon. That is painful. Mostly saw it as like a big, insane transport that can run things over. But those Chaos Terminators did not like that. I think it's psychic damage as well. So extra versus super heavy infantry. Meanwhile, big old melee brouhaha. Paladins are out of there. Didn't want anything to do with that. Yeah, those guys would have got some battle cry support as well. The melee Orks, maybe even some for the Emperor. Back to the east side. Ogrin's getting messed up. Force Commander's down. 92 to 262. And a 2-1 for red. Unitol with another Stormlord this time. There's Judgment up. And that was some... oh, Catachins. Just a lot of damage from that Inferno Pistol, eh? What level is she? Level 5. That seemed like a lot of damage for a non-rear armor hit. Now she throws up her shield. Rosarius, oh, but can't stick around long enough. Or did she? Oh, maybe she did. I don't see the Judgment up anymore. Here's the Stormlord then. Has no interest in going to the west side. Just wants to punish the east side. Which is weird. Surely down to 60 VPs. You've got to take that thing to the contested victory point. Or maybe pile through the middle with it. Unitol really wants to bash this power, I guess. Or kill stuff in base again. Very strange. A little bit of tunnel vision here. Got some guardsmen in support that can repair. Where's the other fellas? Oh, they're inside of it, aren't they? I think they're inside of it. Down to 43 victory points. And Unitol is bashing power with a Stormlord. I don't think this is the best use of that unit. Should be over here. Look at all this things, all this stuff that it could support here. Not to mention the damage it puts out. I mean, the blue team do have a lot of stuff here. Maybe they can do it just fine without the Stormlord. Okay, at least they're on the natural VP now with some guardsmen. Painboy is just looking at them menacingly and taking lasgun shots to the chin. What is this? That... Oh, that was a Kommando flying around with his grappling hook. You should let him, like, grapple onto vehicles and stuff. That would be awesome. Put it in. Big zap gun shot. Level 3 stormtroopers almost wiping off that. Can they get the VP? Looks like they're doing it. In fact, they're going to get a triple cap here. Look at this. Stormlord doing a lot of work down here. What do I know about anything? Oh, Purgatus is up. Double Preds. One of them with a las cannon. But that Inferno pistol. And this thing still has a couple of las cannons on it as well. Back to the west side. Red team straight back onto the VP with the Kommando. Big melee blob of stuff fighting the brother captain. Down he goes. Where are the paladins? Oh, they're out there, are they? Yeah, they walked out. They took huge amounts of damage. Still got some Chaos Terminators. They go straight for the VP. Nob squad are out of it. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Alpha Centauri. 28 to 179. What is this now? Madness. Looks like an orbital went off over there. The Stormlord is going to go down again. Maybe. One more shot would do it. Down goes the Stormlord. Are they going to get this Predator? They do get the Predator. Both the Predators went down. Was that a decent trade? I think that was a pretty even trade. Triple cap for blue team though. Has Unitol's push done enough I should say, because this was grabbed off it. Blue team holding west side. Got some conversion beamer. Red team are getting their natural back. Maybe the Kommando could be do some sneaking over here. Plague Champion's looking after it though. Oh, with a turret too. There goes a Nurgle Shrine. Double cap for blue. Gonna be a 2-to-1 then. What the red team do here? Land Raider's gonna be out soonish, but that's gonna be close because it's not very quick, is it, the Land Raider? Battle Wagon doing Battle Wagon things. Running stuff over. Some units inside of it too. But they're not getting out. At least not yet. Here comes the Force Commander. Maybe they'll get out now. Paladins are back. Brother Captain is down somewhere. Where is he? He's over there. Lob Squad. What's inside the Battle Wagon then? Oh, the double sluggers, I guess. Keep thinking one of the sluggers is gone. Orbital on the VP. 28 to 67. This is most likely eM7's orbital to hit that Nob Squad there. Interrogation. What is it actually shooting at? The Land Raider? Yeah, shooting at the Land Raider. Blue team taking back the Western VP. Kicking off in the mid there. Some Purgatus. Oh, hey, some Assault Terminators are back. Ogrins without a bonehead leader, actually. Not often you see that. They're level 2, though. They're trying to fight Assault Terminators. It's not going to go well for them. Even without claws. 28 to 56. Ogrins flee. Level 7 Inquisitor. Doing some good damage there. Judgment up on those Terminators too. Meanwhile on the VP. Paladins fall. Was that a wipe? There's still one left, look. But he goes down. Paladins are wiped. eM7 with a Vortimer Razorback on the way. 28 to 37 is very, very close. Was that the Razorback? What was that? I think so. Terminator's healing off the shrine. Need to be very careful. They need to back off a bit, I think. What is this? It's more Assault Terminators, this time for Alpha Centauri. It's a good thing to drop into the back line, isn't it? Oh, they teleported onto the VP. Gonna take a huge amount of damage, but can they do it? They got Marquezine CSM on them. Some plasma stormtroopers. Interceptors fighting them too. Here comes a Knob Squad. 1-to-1 cap. I don't see anyone going for the naturals at the moment. Imperial Abyss takes down the Land Raider, I think. Yes, Land Raider's down. That's a big, big loss over here. And Assault Terminator is down. Alpha Centauri has lost everything. Ouch, rip indeed. Is that it for the red team now? Cap, man, he says. Talking to Zeno, I think. Knob Squads are too busy fighting stuff. Here come the Assault Terminators of SlowStrokeKing to try and grab the VP. And there's that Vortimer. Battle Wagon doesn't seem to be doing much in terms of damage output at the moment. Maybe could be a bit closer there. Red team have conceded, I believe, yes. So blue team take it. Frantic fighting. Some strange moves on this east side. It was very fun to watch. Level 7 Inquisitor. Level 7 Plague Champion down. With his fancy... Oh, we can't see it. His fancy axe thing. A downed Brother Captain, level 6. Downed Force Commander, level 6. Kommando, level 5 with that rocket launcher. Also had that grappling hook we saw. And kaboom! And the Force Commander, level 4 and down on the east side. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. And I'll see ya next time. Look at those Terminators barely hanging on at the end.